Hi friends, welcome to this video. Really quickly, a few disclaimers. I do kind of want to talk about my previous videos that I've uploaded on this channel. The first video was me just like unboxing a package I got from JP Fans with a bunch of anime figures. And I want to address a few things. First of all, that video was atrociously recorded. Like I said in the video, it was my first time ever recording on this camera in that kind of setting, and it was really hard to like kind of balance everything out and get the settings right. And it was a learning process for sure, but I didn't want to just scrap that video and, you know, never upload it because I had to start somewhere, so please bear with me. But that's that. Second off, the second video I did was my My Little Pony Mane 6 unboxing. If you guys saw that one, that was the second one I was talking about. That one as well is not the best video, I will not lie, but it is slightly better. It's just, I really feel like I need to address the fact that, you guys, I'm still learning how to use this camera. So if anyone has any sort of like recommendations or any tips or tricks for like settings, or what you guys have noticed, maybe like if you guys think I could do better on lighting or sound or whatever it is, just please let me know. Obviously this lighting isn't anything better, honestly, but for now I'm working with what I have, and this is what I have. So with that out of the way, welcome to today's video. Obviously from the title and from the thumbnail, you guys can probably already tell, we are going to be finally, after almost a whole year, unboxing this lovely gal right here. I've had her for about a year now. I got her in April, and I think this movie came out in March, if I'm not mistaken. Either end of March, early April, but I got this doll for sure in April. So it's been almost a year, and sorry, the glare on this is crazy. But if anyone knows anything about this doll and this movie meant a lot to me. Oh my god, like why am I gonna tear up? This movie really meant a lot to me, and just kind of what it reminisced on when it came out and what it meant to me when it came out, and just like owning this doll and what that meant to me when I first got it. Like it just, if you know, you know. And so I'm just so glad that I was able to get this doll and to experience that movie to the extent that I did. But for the longest time, I've been debating if I wanted to unbox her or not. And not because I'm like, oh my god, like an inbox collector, but more in the sense of like, it's my very first Disney LE doll ever, and that is one of my biggest dreams that I had as a kid, watching doll YouTubers, like in the early 2010s, was like owning like any of the LE dolls, whether if it was live action or just plain Disney Store LE dolls. I always wanted one, and I could never, you know, afford it or even fathom owning one. So the fact that I was able to purchase this doll, and again, just like I said, with all the emotional and, you know, personal ties I had to the movie and to this film, I kind of was like, okay, let me not unbox her right now. But I think now's the time to let her out her box, especially since it's the 1 year. And also I kind of want to reflect and look back at this doll. I don't know if I said that correctly. Because honestly, like, she's so beautiful. I mean, I know people have their opinions on this movie and this doll and just everything that had to do with the live action Snow White, but that's not what this video is about. This is about the Disney Store LE doll. So yeah, without further ado, let's go and unbox this lovely lady right here. I don't know if I should do like a in-depth package, like box look before we unbox her, but I am gonna do like a little quick one. She just has like this really cool window cut out in the front. And I think it's meant to mimic like the magic mirror, but I also could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's meant to mimic. And then she has that same kind of design on the sides of the box, along with like these really cool like stylized red flowers. Oh my gosh, sorry. She's a really big doll. Like, I can't remember how tall these dolls are supposed to be, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think these are the 24-inch no, I feel like I'm pulling that out my ass. 18-inch? I don't know. Or 20-inch? Bitch, I don't know. But they're like double the size of like a normal Barbie doll, basically. So if I'm having a hard time showing you her, that's why. And then it tells you what, like obviously what it's from, like Snow White, but then it says limited edition, one of 3,900. I can't remember my number, we'll look at it in a second, but it's like 3,000 something. But yeah, really cool. And then it says from the movie Snow White, which is really weird because I guess they took off dwarves, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. I never realized that until like a couple months ago, so anyway. And then the front of the box, or the top of the box if you will, has the same Snow White logo with that little window. And then the back of the box has, of course, the little like ribbon tie that all Disney Store Ellie dolls have. And then it just gives you like a little like backstory into this doll. It says, celebrating the live action film release of Snow White, this limited edition doll captures our heroine who's brave and true. Period. I'm not gonna get all into it, but you know, just like a quick little summary. Hopefully this is in focus though. And then again, it just says from the movie Disney's Snow White. But yeah, and then the box has like this really cool, you can kind of see it in like certain lighting, but like certain, sorry, I'm like trying to see if it will show on camera. Certain details are like glistening and then some details aren't, if that makes sense. But yeah, really cool, and I can't wait to unbox her. Okay, you won't be able to like see this on video just because I don't want to move the frame right now, but all you have to do is like simply, I'm kind of balancing this on my knee right now, but you just have to pull this little ribbon and then it literally just comes out. So give me 1 second. It's kind of gonna like come out really quickly, but you essentially just pull the front framing off of the back of the box, or like the main part of the box. Oh my god, you see what I mean? It comes out so fast. But yeah, so there's that like little window frame with all like the little mirror looking holes that we just saw. Really cool. I am still gonna keep this box, and I might even display her like inside the box, just like with the new pose, if that makes sense. But I want to go ahead and show you what she looks like without that framing real quick. She is just like absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's so many reviews of this doll already on YouTube. You can't really see much with the glare, but like, you guys, this doll is so beautiful. I know people have their own opinions again on live actions, the movie, you know, the Snow White one in particular, and then also like celebrity dolls, but to me personally, like, I really like this doll. I really like this movie, and I think this doll, like, while it doesn't, yes, I can admit, like, doesn't exactly look like Rachel, I think in a likeness way it does, and I appreciate what they tried to do. But even like the outfit, I think is very beautiful. I know a lot of people fucking hate the outfit. I loved it. I thought it was really good. I think a lot of people just like to complain. Okay, and then same thing with the front of the packaging. You kind of have to like lift off the back part too. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. You guys, this is giving me so much anxiety. Probably should not be doing this on film. Okay, see, got that part off. Let me set it to the side. Okay, and I'm not gonna lift her up because she's gonna fall out the box, but you have your little like sheet that tells you, or your collector's card basically, that tells you what number you got. I'll go ahead and do like a close-up. Hopefully you can see. I don't know. If not, I'll show it again in a second. But I got number 3,448 out of 9,000 out of 3,900. And then it just says Certificate of Authenticity, Snow White Collector Doll, Disney's Snow White. So really cool, and kind of has like that same, like the way that like the blue has like little parts that like are shiny in like the certain lighting that the box has, the card has that same kind of material. Okay, here's the back of the box. Wow, not important at all. Here's her in like her plasticky container holder now. Again, like just such a gorgeous doll, and the box is a little bit dusty, so if you see some dust particles, it's because she's been sitting up there. I have this like Disney shelf that you can't see in the frame right now, but she's been at the very top of it, so yeah. Okay, very carefully sliding off this like, I was about to say glass window, plastic window. Again, it has the Snow White logo, and then like those flowery decals that we saw on the sides. Really pretty. Also setting that one to the side. Okay, Now we can finally look at this doll in all of her glory. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, we have just this plain background. This, I will say, did bug me. I think compared to other like LE dolls, their backgrounds are really pretty, especially, and maybe like this just was the gold standard for me and a lot of other LE collectors. But here, let me prop her up like this. But that 2019 like 30th anniversary LE Ariel doll, not the live action one, like the just standard Ariel LE for the 30th of Ariel, they gave her box like this really beautiful coral background with like this like holographic shimmer. It was just beautiful, and I don't know, I feel like they could have continued that kind of like design with all of their other collector dolls, but Snow White, I guess, just got like the last bits of the barrel, if you will, in the sense that her packaging is just like, aside from the like the cool framing of the window and like the mirror looking hole, her packaging is very boring. But it's whatever. I mean, it's okay though. The doll itself is gorgeous in my opinion. But yeah, so plain blue packaging, and then here, let me get out of frame so I will focus on her. Then we have a cute little, let's just do head to toe moment. Like, look at these details. Are you kidding me? And she comes with her apples. Like, she's just genuinely so stunning. One thing I did want to highlight is obviously the details, but these two in particular. Her belt buckle, like the little buckle, or I guess the embellishment on her like waist area, is a real metal. Like, that's a real metal piece. Same thing with her little like Snow White locket, her heart locket. That is also a real, like, that's a real chain and like a real metal piece, which I know some people who like collect Disney LEs are gonna be like, yeah girl, that's the golden standard, or like that's like the normal, like that's what they should be doing. But this is my first LE doll. Like, let me have some fun, you know? I don't know, but to me, I think that's really cool. Again, I've never owned a doll like this, so I really like that. And just all the different fabrics that they like used for her is just like beautiful. And like all of the embroidering, is that the right word? Embroidery, I think that's the right word. It's just so beautiful. I want to see, okay, her heart doesn't have the like the, I forgot what it said. I think it said tried and, it's not tried and true. Her heart, if you guys know what I'm talking about in the live action movie, her heart necklace has like some phrase on it. I can't remember, but I was trying to see if it had it on the doll and it doesn't, which is fine. Like, it's super tiny. But like the lacing on her corset part, that's like real lacing. Like, real in the sense that like it's actually fed through here, and I'll even zoom in really quickly. The little corset, can you guys see that? Like the red thread is like looped through this little area, like the little holders for it. And like, it's just insane the level of detail that they did into this doll. And then I don't even know what to call these. Fashion people, don't come for me, but like these like pleats in the sleeves, is that what it's called? Pleats? I don't know, but like the way that the sleeves like open up with like this red, here, focus, this red like, you see what I mean? It's just such a beautiful doll. And she gets a really bad rap, I feel, and I fear, you know what I mean? And then here's a close-up of her face. I mean, again, it doesn't look exactly like Rachel, but I think it's pretty cute. I don't care. I mean, it's a fucking doll, you guys. Like, genuinely, people are so annoying sometimes. And then she has a cute little bow, which I am so glad is not plastic. That I will say, please focus. That I will say bugs me sometimes when they like could so easily do a fabric accessory that should be fabric, but they decide to use plastic. It's like, why? So I'm so happy that Disney decided to, you know, stick with that and make it fabric. But yeah, and then she has her little apples. And then here's a quick close-up of the material. I'll show you guys again when I take her out, but like, just, dude, this fabric, are you kidding me? And like, again, the embroidery, beautiful, dude. Like, that shit is so, I can't. Like, this doll is just so gorgeous. She really is, and I feel like people are not ready to talk about that. And then she has her red little shoes. Okay, I'm going to take her out her box. Let's hope and pray. Okay, focus. Okay, focus. Take her out her box. Let's hope and pray I don't fuck up anything. And yeah. Okay, here she is out of her packaging. I'm not gonna lie, that was like a pain in the ass to take out. Simply because I don't feel this way about all dolls. Like if it's a Monster High doll, because they also have this problem where basically like they staple the back of their head with like these little fucking plastic ties, and it bugs me so much because it's like, you are gonna cut your doll's hair. I'm sorry, like no matter how careful you are bound to cut a doll's hair when that happens, and it just like actually irks me. Or you just rip out the entire like goddamn packaging and you don't get to keep the packaging. So it's either like a lose-lose situation technically, and it just really bugs me. So her back of like the head does have a little bit of like trimmed hairs, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's not anything like terrible. I don't know why this won't focus. It's not anything terrible, but it's something to note. And also, I am so done with companies using these twist ties. Stop using these twist ties, please. I mean, for this doll, I get it though. Like it's a collector's doll. They want it to like stay in its box as like an art piece. Like if people want to unbox it, they can, but for the most part, these dolls are art pieces, and the box is a part of that, which I understand and I get, but it just is like slightly annoying, you know what I mean? Anyway, that being said, she was pretty easy to take out aside from those two things. But here is the queen in all of her glory. She is just like so beautiful, you guys. She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get into it. Let me get closer to the camera. So here, again, head to toe. And then I guess a little like back view since she was in her packaging. She's just such a gorgeous doll, you guys. Like, I mean, the glare from the sun in my window is not helping, but she's just so pretty. She's so pretty. Okay, so one thing I will say, her stand, she's like secure to it with those twist ties. I'm not a huge fan of that, because that means if I do want to take her off the stand or like pose her again, I'm going to have to do that whole situation with her legs, like the twist ties on her legs, which is not fun. But I mean, the stand is like pretty hefty, so I don't think I'm gonna be changing up her pose anytime soon. Maybe just like her arms, but that is something to note if you did want to like pose her legs or something like that. And then another thing I forgot, this doll did not get the highest quality like dress. Like, I mean, not dress, but like her budget was kind of cut short, because look at this, y'all. I mean, y'all already saw it, but like the paper filling, which again, like I know at the beginning of this video I was hyping this doll up a lot, and I still do hold a lot of those same like opinions and beliefs about this doll that I did like literally 5 minutes ago. But I am slowly remembering certain things about this doll that did kind of irk me, which other collectors have pointed out and noted, which again is fair and does make sense. But yeah, I feel like literally if this was made in like 2019, this doll, it would have gotten a full petticoat to go under it, but they didn't. They just decided to cheap out and put tissue paper, which is fine. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna like change her bottom pose, if that makes sense. Like, I think I'm just gonna pose her from like the waist up and like obviously the arms. But if you did want to do that, or like even if I wanted to take pictures of her and like change her, but maybe like her sitting, that would be an issue, or it would just be a pain, you know what I mean? And then like that means if I wanted to have that poofy dress still, which who wouldn't, I would have to get like a petticoat from second, like basically like off market, like not with this doll. I would have to buy it separately, which is like dumb and stupid, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, other than that though, those are my only like, it's qualms, I don't know, is that the right word? Problems. Those are my only problems with this doll. Aside from that though, she's gorgeous. One of my favorite details again is just like all of like the little extra fabric detailing. Like her sleeve has this like really pretty red inside lining, which is gorgeous. And then the little ribbons like are actually like, okay, I will have to zoom in for this. The little ribbons are actually like tied together. Can you guys see that? Okay, wait, okay, I don't know if you can see that. but that is so cute. And then like, I can't get over how beautiful this doll is, you guys. Like, she's truly just so gorgeous. Her shoes, again, I'm not gonna take the stand out, but I'll try and show you guys as best as I can. She's rocking these really pretty, here, I'll zoom in one more time. There we go. She's rocking these like really pretty flats, like ballet flats, and they're honestly pretty similar to, or not similar, they're basically the same fucking shoe from the movie, which love that. Instead of just like doing some plain basic shoe, they like replicated the movie shoe pretty freaking well, which I'm very happy about. The one thing which they probably could have done, but it isn't like anything too bothersome for me personally, is I know some people were wanting them to like go the Mattel route, which if you guys don't know, Mattel was the only other company to make a doll for Snow White, the live action, and they released two, and they were both like collector-esque dolls as well. So these dolls didn't even like, Snow White didn't even get like a lot of doll promotion period, but for the Mattel, like the only other doll that we got for this movie, the Mattel one, her shoes are like fabric, like they have like fabric ribbons on it, which I think is so cool. But I mean I don't really care, because again, this doll is just so beautiful, and I honestly appreciate like the sculpting they did for this doll's shoes. Like the sculpting is really cool too. But yeah, and then I'm not going to try it, maybe I will, I don't know, but if you guys like haven't seen the live action Snow White movie, she only has this like coat, like this, what would you call it, like this overlayer, like this blue coat layer on her like yellow part of her dress during like the first 10 minutes of her actually like in the Snow White outfit that we all know and love. After, from like once she like lands in the forest, like after she gets out of the river, to like the whole end of the movie up until the wedding scene, her dress is like without this, and it's just the yellow part. So maybe I will display her like that sometime, but I don't think I'm ready to do that just right now, because I'll show you guys why. If we zoom in again, the back of her dress is actually like sewn together. I mean, obviously like I would just have to trim that little thread to open it up, because it is meant to be opened, obviously, but I don't know if I want to do that, because what if it doesn't cinch to her waist as well anymore? I don't know, maybe I'm like overthinking it too much, but that kind of freaks me out. Maybe I'll do it. You know what, fine, I'll do it. But yeah, that like kind of bugs me. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but yeah. And then apparently it should, if I take like that part off of the dress, it should just be this part that comes off, like from the belt down. And you can kind of even see like the yellow peeking out from when they slid this part onto her. So I don't know, should we try it? I guess me asking should I try it, girl, obviously we're gonna try it. Okay, let's see. Wow, her makeup is also like really well done too. I like her freckles, her moles. Oh guys, I actually love this movie so much. Like, I love Rachel Zegler. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and snip this thread. I don't know why, like, this feels so wrong to do. Fuck. Okay. Oh. Okay, okay. Ignore everything I just said about the thread and being like, well, that's like another problem for me. No, fuck that. JK, I lied. It still is cinched to her. I thought like the second I snipped it, it was gonna unloosen, like the whole like waist area was gonna become like all loose. No, look at that waist, still cinched, period. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I was right. You can kind of tell it's like two separate pieces. This one is, yeah, oh my god, okay, there we go. Okay. I don't know why I was tweaking. But I do, okay, one more thing I do have to do if I want to take off this cover, like this additional blue layer, is they have those same plastic tags that I was complaining about with the head. They have those same plastic tags at the bottom of the skirt connecting the two pieces, but they're not as big, so it won't leave like huge holes, but this is what I mean. These like little flaps were like pinned down to there, which, I mean, I appreciate just to make it look nice in its box. Okay, Let's see if I can do this without having to take her off her stand. I don't think I will. I think she's, you can't see. I think she's too, yeah. She's too big to do, like, not her, but like, her dress is too poofy to get this done. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. Should I just, like, say fuck it and keep pulling down, you guys? I don't know. I don't want to ruin anything, but like... Okay. That kind of irks me, but I'll get to that in a second. Okay, guys, we're like... I'll be back. I have to fix this. You guys, everything I just said, throw back and like cut back to like 10 minutes ago. Me being like, I'm not gonna take off the stand. I'm not taking out the fabric part, or like the paper tissue underneath the fabric. I mean, I'm not gonna like untwist her legs. Girl, I did all of that. All of that I just did. Okay, also I need to fix this lighting real quick. Let me just go ahead and bring my blinds all the way down because, wow. But, you guys, that helped so much. Okay, I had to do it. Basically, and now my camera's gonna die. Basically, this paper skirt was like cinched to her waist with tape. So when I tried pulling it out to like obviously get the dress off, but also like save it for later, it would not work. I would either had to have cut it or just pulled that shit off like I did, and I pulled that shit off. So I don't know if that's reusable anymore, but now her dress is like, I guess this is more movie accurate because her dress honestly isn't super poofy in the movie. It's kind of like free flowy like this. But now it makes it so like I will not lie, like the fabric they used for this yellow portion is pretty cheap. And it does make it a lot more noticeable without the puffy insert, but maybe with like a good steamer or something, like I can help this fabric loosen up a bit, which I have seen some people do, but I don't know, that's just like a lot of work. I don't know, and I'm like worried I'm gonna burn the fabric or like melt it or something, but also I don't know what is on my face, but I can feel something. So if you see anything, ignore that, my bad. But yeah, here she is. I guess this gives us like a better close-up though, and lets me give you guys like a better idea of what she looks like underneath. Okay, so she is actually like, whoa, her doll is actually really cool. Okay, look at this shit. She got her blue little undies, but don't look too much, okay? Like respectfully, look respectfully. But her knee joints are really cool. I've never even owned a doll this big again, so like seeing this for the first time in person is so crazy. That's cool. Her heels are like fully articulated, so they can like do a full swivel and everything and like point down, and wow, that's so cool. It did leave a little bit of like a line on her ankles, like the twisties, but it's whatever. I mean, her dress is gonna cover it regardless. And then yeah, her skirt is like not the greatest fabric quality, like material wise, it's not the greatest, but I mean, it's okay. It has these like really cool like swirly royal looking details on the main like piece of fabric. Here, it is two separate pieces, which is nice. But yeah, it has like this cool, it reminds me of like Belle almost, like Princess Belle, if you guys can see that. And then it has just like this plain shimmery tulle on over top of it. Yeah, she's super cute and super cool. Honestly, might display her like this. She looks a lot more movie accurate like this, so I don't know, we'll see. And then that, here, I'll set her to the side for now. And then that little like, I'm just gonna call it like overcoat piece, like the overcoat dress part is really nice. It has, so this is actually like the nicer quality part of the dress, because this is one material on its own. This like, it's like the yellow part, but it's just in blue, that same like royally material looking fabric with the embroidered part and like the gems. And then it has like this little tiny red ribbon lining like the opening. And then this, like the inside is like its own silk material, like fabric basically. Like it's completely different materials, so that's really nice and really cool. I'm trying to take out that little tag that's still in there. Anyway, and then this little buckle, like I was saying, or like this little detail is like real metal. and it's like dry brushed gold. That's so cool. The one thing, and I'm gonna fix it right now, but the one thing I don't like, I don't know where I put my scissors. Okay, I found them. Is this like, and maybe it's just my dry hands, and I think that's what it is, you guys. I have really bad dry hands, so they snag on like fabrics like silk really easily. But it like instantly frayed that little part of like the red lining, which kind of bugs me. You can barely see it, but it's enough to bug me. Which is maybe just my sign to not handle this doll too much when my hands are dry or with dry hands. But yeah, that's like kind of a bummer. But I don't even think that was from me, because like I didn't even touch that part of the dress, I don't think. I think it was just like that. Okay, I fixed it for the most part. I mean, it's not even noticeable. It's probably only noticeable if I point it out, but yeah. And then this stand is just a simple saddle stand. Monster High fans know what I'm talking about. You either hate them or love them. When it comes to Monster High, we all fucking hate them. But for her, honestly, and maybe it's just like the way that Disney does their saddle stands, her saddle stand is actually really good. Wait, like it had a good grip on it. Let me show y'all, hold on. If I don't drop it, holy hell. Okay, just like load her up in there. You guys, that grip? Bitch, that grip? Should I dare? Like a Dairy Queen ice cream. Oh my god, I'm scared. Wow. Oh my gosh, she kind of looks graceful, like she's falling. Wow. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes! So, like, the Disney saddle stands, or at least this one, has, like, really good grip. So, I do love that. I cannot complain. When it comes to Monster High dolls, though, that's a whole other thing. I literally have the alien doll, as we speak, in front of me. Haven't unboxed her, but I know she has a saddle stand. Anyway, I just got a notification that I think my camera is dying, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But that was that for the Snow White limited edition live action collector's doll. I was about to say Ariel doll. I'm so used to saying that. Collector's doll. If you guys like this movie, or if you have any opinions on it, or just about this doll in general, let me know. Do you guys like this doll? Did you get this doll? Do you want this doll? Did you like the movie? Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!